Hi everyone, I'm Michael Gordon. Well, we've got a busy week ahead for economic news, with a number of releases being squeezed in ahead of the Christmas break. There's two in particular I want to talk about. The first is the Treasury's half-year update, along with the government's budget policy statement, which will be out on Tuesday. At this year's budget back in May, it was already clear that getting the books back into surplus, even within 5 years, was going to be a challenge. And since then, we've seen that the operating deficit has been tracking even worse than was expected, mainly due to higher than planned spending. The Treasury's Chief Economic Advisor has also said that they'll likely be revising down their near-term growth forecasts and maybe even their longer-term assumptions about the economy's growth potential. All of that together is going to make it even tougher to meet the government's longer-term fiscal objectives, and the credit rating agencies will be watching accordingly. The other one I want to talk about is GDP on Thursday, where we find out whether the economy grew or shrank during the September quarter. We're expecting a drop of 0.4%. That's a bit larger than the 0.2% drop that we and the Reserve Bank were thinking of a few weeks back. While the September quarter results aren't looking great, we also think that's likely to be the worst of it for this cycle. That's supported by our GDP Nowcast, a new tool that we've launched that provides an efficient way of tracking how the next quarter is shaping up as new information arrives. So far, the GDP Nowcast is pointing to a small plus for the December quarter, but there's a lot more information to go into it, even over the next few days. We'll be back next week to wrap it all up and talk about what it means for the new year. See you then.